Hello, everybody. Sorry about that. I had to restart my capture real quick. Hope everyone's having a great night. Everyone having a good week. It's Thursday, one more day, Friday. Hype for it. This is our episode 30 of Northeast Ohio Sports Show. We're going to be here talking about some stuff going on right now in the sports world, from the NFL to ESPN, NHL a little bit. I don't really have too much time to make an NHL summary, but I will go over scores on my phone as well, so that'll kind of help us out as well, fill in the gaps. We'll talk NASCAR like we always do, going on F1 this weekend as well. Below we have F1. Above us we have scores for Thursday night game, which is Pittsburgh and Cincy. Pittsburgh's up 7-0, and some other matchups. We have the Browns playing Dolphins this week. Hunters actually has tickets for it, I guess. I heard from his sister, so he'll be able to go. That'll be a good game. We'll go right into it. So, let me pull up scores, because I think this Browns score is messed up. The Browns, like I said, are playing the Dolphins this week. That's October 19th at 1 p.m. Let's see. The Dolphins are right now 1-5, 0-3 away. The Browns are 1-5, 1-2 home. Browns are 2.5 point underdogs. Sorry, not underdogs. 2.5 favorites. Browns are at home, so hopefully we can win that one. We ended up losing to the Steelers last Sunday. Pretty bad, 23-9, 10-12. October 10th was the date. Gabriel had another game. I thought, like I said last week, I thought he would do a little bit better. Actually playing at home, not home, but like close to home. Pittsburgh's only an hour away. He wasn't in London for his first game. He did throw a lot. He was 29 for 52, a little over 50%. Aaron Rodgers was 21 for 30 with 2 TDs. Gabriel had no touchdowns or picks. Still being pretty clean with it. They still needs touchdowns. Judkins had 12 carries for 36 yards, and Warren had 11 carries for 52, so not many rushing as well. Receiving, once again, a tight end, Fannin Jr., had 7 receptions for 81 yards. Metcalf, for Pittsburgh, DK, had 95 yards on 4 receptions and 1 TD, so way less receptions. Ramsey on Pittsburgh had 2 sacks. Bush had 7 solo tacks, 10 regular tackles as a whole on our team. That's that Pittsburgh game. I definitely think Gabriel could have played better, but we kind of knew that and talked about it a little bit. This weekend, I do think, look up Mo, cute kitty. I do think the Browns will be able to hold up pretty well against the Dolphins because, as we know, Dolphins are pretty hurt. Tyreek Hill hasn't been playing towards ACL, not mistaken. Tua Tagovailoa has been 127 out of 182. Pretty good completion-wise. 1,200 yards, 11 TDs, 7 picks, though. Dylan Gabriel totally has been a 51 out of 89. Pretty good with 3 TDs. Rushing yards, Judkins has a total this season of 383 with 84 carries and 2 touchdowns. Arcane, their running back, has 390 with 76 carries and 3 touchdowns. Their offense is a little bit better, but our defense has been playing well. On the injury report, their tight end Waller is questionable with a hip. Their punter, is on IR with a hip. Dodson, their linebacker, is questionable with a concussion. Campbell, their safety, is questionable. This is the Dolphins. With quadriceps. And a guard is questionable. For the Browns, a wide receiver, Lavaudian, is questionable with concussion. Jared Judy is questionable with a knee. David Njoku is questionable with a knee. Deshaun Watson's always on PUP. Hall Jr. is also questionable with a knee. Someone that's been helping us out pretty well. Last 5 games for the Dolphins, they lost to the Chargers, Carolina, the Jets, Buffalo, and New England. The Browns' season so far, last 5, not as a whole, has been losing to Pittsburgh, losing to Minnesota, losing to Detroit, beating Green Bay, losing to Baltimore. So hopefully we can keep it coming, get another win going. That'd be really good to see. Once again, if you want to watch that Pittsburgh Steelers and Bengals game, that's on Prime Video, if you have it. Some other good lineups here for Rams Jaguars. It's a London game this week, both 4-2. So that'll be a good match to see this week. Eagles Vikings, Colts Chargers will be a good matchup. Packers Cardinals will be a good matchup. Commanders Cowboys because they both suck. Buccaneers and Lions will be a great matchup. That's Monday night game. At 7, we have 2 Monday night games. After that, it's actually Texans Seahawks this week. Have they always been? No, they've been doing normally 1 Monday night games. Let's see what we got going on for NCAA. Is this Ohio State's bye week? It might be. I don't see them on here. Georgia and Ole Miss in college football. That'll be a good matchup. LSU Vanderbilt. Ohio State does play. We play Wisconsin. We're 6-0 and they're 2-4 though. So it'll be an easy dub for us. Ole Miss Georgia will be the big game. Texas A&M Arkansas. Alabama and Tennessee, another good game. USC, Notre Dame. USC has been climbing up. Utah and BYU. These are all top 25 teams. Right now, actually, the Penguins play at 10. We play the Kings. We're kind of on this LA binge, where the Penguins played, I believe, the Ducks a couple days ago. Yep, we beat the Ducks on Tuesday, 4-3. So we had a day off. We got whooped last Saturday, the Penguins, by the Rangers, who we whooped on their first game, 3-0. They beat us this game Saturday, 6-1, at home too, and we whooped them at their home, so that's crazy. Thursday, we beat the Islanders, 4-3. Saturday at 10, they play the Sharks away in San Jose. Next Tuesday, they play the Canucks at home at 7. Then next Thursday, Penguins play the Panthers in Florida at 7 p.m. as well. I did want to go over the Blue Jackets and Avalanche are playing right now. 2-1, Colorado just hit the end of a second. Colorado's 3-0, starting off strong. Blue Jackets are 1-2. Blue Jackets started off their season Saturday 10-4, losing to the Capitals 1-2. Starting game was in D.C. They lost to the Predators 10-9 that Thursday 2-1. They beat the Wild Saturday in Tennessee, wherever that's at. Minnesota, my bad. 10-11. Last Monday, 10-13, they lost to the Devils at home 3-2. Like I said, they are home again, losing to the Avalanche 2-1, who's pretty strong. Denver Blue Jackets will play Lightning. Tampa Bay Lightning Saturday, 10-18 at 7. They play the Stars away in Dallas at 8 on Tuesday, 10-21. Then next Friday, they play the Capitals Blue Jackets again in Columbus at 7 p.m. That's 10-24. We'll go into NASCAR real quick. Right now, the Cup standings after the first race of the top 8. We have Danny Hamlin in first with a win. We have Kyle Larson in second, 35 points ahead. Christopher Bell in third, 20 points ahead. And Chase Briscoe in fourth for 15 points ahead. Then we have a cutoff line, 4 drivers to be eliminated after Martinsville on October 26th. 5th. Oh, something just fell. Oh, that doesn't matter. That's small. 5th, after the cutoff line, we have William Byron at minus 15 points. 6th, Chase Elliott at minus 23. 7th, Joey Logano at minus 24. And at very last, our boy Ryan Blaney at minus 31. Last week, one of his tires failed and he ran into the wall. It was his front right and it pushed him into the wall at a short track. Sad to see. I'll be covering that here soon. Christopher Bell, like I said, grabbed a win. Oh, wait. Let me make sure this is right. Because this might be from last week, too. Yeah, that's what I thought. Let me check NASCAR scores real quick for everyone. I'm going to take a quick sip of water before we keep going. Once again, if you're enjoying the content, Hunter couldn't make it tonight. Sorry about that. He's been pretty busy. Make sure you drop a like. We really enjoy that. We have a Facebook in the description. That really helps us out if you follow us on there. Share, spread our word out. We also have a bell below me and the subscribe button. The subscribe adds me to a list on YouTube. If you have an account, definitely make an account. Helps you stay organized of people that you want to stay in touch with. That's it. Really helps me out. The like really helps out the algorithm. Notification bell is if you want to be notified whenever we go live. If you want that, press that bell and hit all. Alright, we got NASCAR coming up. October 12th at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. They had the South Point 400 we talked about last week. Like I said, Danny Hamlin ended up winning with 54 points. Kyle Larson got second. Christopher Bell third. Briscoe fourth. Tyler Reddick fifth. Joey Logano sixth. Alex Bowman seventh. Kyle Busch eighth. Pierce ninth. Brad Keselowski 10. And at the DNFs, the very last DNF, Ryan Blaney, Ty Dillon, William Byron, Ware, Ty Gibbs, SVG, and Hockvar, Hoover, or however you say his name. Yuck. The next race is for Yellowwood 500 at Talladega Super Speedway, October 19th at 2 p.m. They only have 3 more races. Then we have the Xfinity 500 and the NASCAR Cup at the Phoenix Speedway, where it ends November 2nd. Now we'll be going into F1. Once again, we have F1 below. What we have this week, our America race. Second American race of the year in Texas. We'll go off the standings. We have Oscar Piastri in first, Lando Norris in second, Max Verstappen third, George Russell fourth, Charles Leclerc fifth, Lewis Hamilton sixth, A.K. Antonelli seventh, Alexander Albon eighth, Isaac Hadjar ninth, Nico Hulkenberg 10th, Fernando Alonso 11th, Carlos Sainz 12th, Lance Stroll 13th, Liam Lawson 14th, Alexander Albon 15th. For the constructor standings, We have McLaren in first at 650, Mercedes in second at 325, Ferrari in third at 298, Red Bull in fourth at 290, close to Ferrari. Williams in fifth at 102, Racing Bulls in sixth, Aston Martin in seventh, Kick Sauber in eighth, Haas in ninth, Alpine 10th. Our first free practice for this race this weekend is tomorrow at 1:30 p.m. For sprint shootout is at tomorrow at 5:30. For sprint race, aka sprint shootout, is a sprint qualifying. Sprint race is Saturday at 1 p.m. Qualifying is Saturday at 5 p.m. and the race is Sunday at 5 p.m. So the nice American times, very good to see, is October 17th through the 19th in the Circuit of the Americas, which is, which we talked about before, in Austin, Texas. Circuit length is 5.5 kilometers. Total distance over 56 laps is 308.405 kilometers. Lap record, Sebastian Vettel, 2017. 20 numbers of turns going counterclockwise, established in 2012. Max elevation about 157.4 meters. Minimum elevation about 126.5 meters. The first turn really goes from about 130 meters to about 157. It's a very steep turn. There are 2 DRS zones, 2 long ones. First DRS zones after turn 20 into turn 1. Second DRS zones after turn 11 into turn 12. Actually flip that number-wise. There are 3 sectors. DRS zone 1 is in sector 2, and the DRS zone 2 is in sector 1, I believe. So kind of flipped. Interesting. I'm really excited for this race. I always love it. It marks round 19 of the season. I talked before how it's a purpose-built circuit for racing. Big braking zones, elevation changes, like I just said. Multiple types of corners with slow hairpins and also fast sweepers. A test of car balance and driver skill. Tire management, especially in the heat and aggressive braking zones, will always be critical. Track position and clean overtakes through tight sectors. Examples, turns 1 through 3 will carry a very big weight. Pit strategy will also be key. Teams and drivers to watch. I do need to check something. I heard a sound like, what is that? McLaren, can they keep their composure internally? We talked before last week, and probably the week before because they had a 2-week break. The 2 drivers are fighting for the championship, so there's been so much drama with that and how they're fighting. On track, obviously, not, IRL. They just don't want them to crash and hurt the team. I'll be going over the Guardians real quick. I already the season's over, but I do want to go over the MLB. So also, Guardians are out. That sucks. The previous winner, by the way, for NASCAR Cup at Talladega was Ricky Stenhouse Jr. last year. Tonight, for MLB, we have the Brewers and Dodgers playing right now, top of the 9th. Dodgers lead the series 2-0. They probably win after today. The score for the Dodgers right now is 3-1. Dodgers are up. Also, at the top of the 2nd right now, we have the Blue Jays and Mariners. The scores are both 0-0, but the Seattle is leading the scores 2-1. And that is it. We're going to keep having the same games because obviously the Brewers and Dodgers are there in the NLCS. Blue Jays and Mariners in the ALCS. One thing I did like about seeing here is that, besides the Dodgers, there's not many big money teams. Sometimes we'll see Atlanta in there. We'll see Cleveland. We'll see some of these small markets. It's been a while since we've seen St. Louis. But we'll see some small market teams in here. And it's good to see, Blue Jays, Mariners, Brewers. They do have some big names, but everyone does in baseball nowadays. There's not that super team. Now, the Dodgers are a super team. The Yankees are a super team. Or maybe I'm out with baseball nowadays, not too hip to baseball knowledge, but these teams, don't have crazy lineups, I bet, if I look at them. But still, they're playing well. So definitely good to see. Because, I always knew that they have Christian Yelich, Milwaukee, and that's really it. All these other people I don't know too well. Well, if we look at Seattle, Seattle has some guys. They have Naylor, actually, which is good to see him doing well. Josh Naylor from the Guardians. So some big names, decent pitchers. Um, Max Scherzer is now on the Blue Jays. And obviously the Blue Jays have Vladimir Guerrero Jr., who I got to see at the Home Run Derby in Cleveland. He does very well. We already talked NHL, so I wouldn't be really going over that. I kind of wanted to have a quicker-ish episode for everyone, so you're not staying up too late watching. I really appreciate it. I got a little bit more of a nighttime background for today. I think it looks kind of cool. Once again, scores below and above me. That Pittsburgh score is still 7-0. So interesting to see. That's really it for me, I think, tonight, guys. Once again, we'll be back here with a Healthy Living on Sunday, and also on Week Ahead News Show with me and my friend Tommy on Monday at 8:30, same time this is. That's really it for me. There's no other really sports. IndyCar is still in the off season. NASCAR game for Heat dropped this week, so good to see. Dropped last Friday, I believe. So interesting. I'm gonna try to play it. It's an iRacing game that they made specifically for NASCAR. So really good to see that type of simulation. And that's really it for me, everyone. I hope everyone has a good night. Have a great Friday. One more day, and we're there, guys. Good night, Ohio. Have a good